All right, so have you ever heard a story and it just makes you think, man, that could be me? That's what we're talking about today. Like, picture this. You run out to grab some potatoes, a totally normal errand, and then boom, you're gone, vanished. Well, that's exactly what happened to Zigmund Adamski.
Yeah. I mean, this case is a real head-scratcher. It's like something out of a movie.
Yeah.
And it all starts with something so ordinary, something we've all done a million times, a quick trip to the store.
Right. It's 1980. In a small village in England, Zigmund Adamski, he's a coal miner, 56 years old, and he just disappears off the face of the earth. Poof, gone.
And 5 days later, he's found dead.
But not just anywhere nearby. We're talking 20 miles away in a completely different town, on top of a coal pile. How does that even happen?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? That's what makes this case so bizarre right off the bat. You see, when investigators are dealing with a missing person case, and the person turns up dead, one of the first things they look at is the location.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be some kind of connection, right?
Exactly. Like, was it a place they were known to go? Somewhere familiar?
But 20 miles away, on a coal pile, that just throws a wrench in the whole thing. It suggests that something really strange happened between the time he vanished and when he was found.
Okay, so the distance is weird, right? But what about the coal pile itself? I mean, he was a coal miner. So maybe there's some connection there, like maybe it was a place he used to work or something.
Well, that's what investigators thought too at first. But no, it turns out there was no link between Adamski and that particular coal yard. It's like he was just, placed there. Placed there. Yeah, that's a creepy way to put it.
It is, isn't it? And it just gets weirder when you start looking at the other details.
Okay, so we've got this guy, vanishes into thin air, turns up dead 20 miles away on a coal pile, no connection to the place. It's already a weird story, right? But hold on, because it gets weirder.
Yeah, way weirder. See, the really strange stuff starts when you look at how they found him, like his condition.
Yeah, the podcast mentioned he was wearing a suit. I mean, who goes out for potatoes in a suit? Not exactly your everyday grocery shopping attire.
Definitely not your average trip to the shops.
Yeah.
And get this, his shirt, it was gone, missing. Just the shirt.
Okay, so the missing shirt, that's a big one, right? Like, what happened to it?
Right. In most cases, like if it was an accident or something, you don't usually see clothes disappearing like that. Kind of makes you wonder if maybe, someone else was involved.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Someone wanted that shirt gone for some reason. What about the burns? The podcast made those sound really strange, too. What was the deal with those?
Yeah, the burns were weird. They weren't like, say, burns from a fire or anything like that. The podcast mentioned they almost looked like someone tried to treat them, maybe with some kind of ointment or something. It's like someone found them, tried to help, but then, well, we know what happened.
Okay, now this is getting really strange. So we've got a missing shirt, weird burns, and a 20-mile trip to a coal pile. Anything else? What am I missing?
Oh, one more thing. His clothes, they were clean. Clean. Well, relatively clean, considering he'd been missing for days. It had been raining, right? You'd think his clothes would be, muddy, dirty.
Yeah, you'd think so. It doesn't really add up, does it?
Not really, no. And that's why this case is so interesting. So puzzling. I mean, how do you explain all of that?
Exactly. It's like trying to put together a puzzle, but some of the pieces are missing, and the ones you do have, they don't quite fit.
You got it. I mean, some people, they jump right to aliens. There were some UFO sightings around that time.
The alien theory. Classic. But do we really think little green men were involved here?
Well, I wouldn't jump to any conclusions, but hey, stranger things have happened, right? Let's be real, though. We need more than just some UFO sightings to go on.
Right. We need evidence. So if not aliens, then what are we talking about here? So we've got this big mystery, right? Vanishes, weird burns, clean clothes, the coal pile. What are we thinking? Was it aliens? Government experiments. Give me something good.
Well, hold your horses. We can't rule anything out completely, but let's look at some other possibilities first, okay? Some folks, they think maybe it was just, a terrible accident.
An accident? Like what? You mean he tripped, hit his head, and somehow ended up on a coal pile 20 miles away?
Not exactly. But maybe he got lost, disoriented somehow. It happens, right? People wander off, especially in unfamiliar places.
Okay, but what about the burns and the missing shirt? Accidents don't usually involve missing articles of clothing, do they?
Right. That's where the accident theory kind of falls apart. Doesn't explain everything, that's for sure. And then there's the whole, could it have been something more sinister? Foul play, maybe.
You mean like murder? Someone did this to him on purpose?
Well, it's possible, isn't it? Maybe he stumbled onto something, saw something he shouldn't have. Or maybe Just wrong place, wrong time?
Yeah, but wouldn't there be more evidence? I mean, if someone attacked him, moved the body, wouldn't there be signs of a struggle? Something?
You'd think so, right. But there wasn't. At least, nothing that investigators could find.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this case so frustrating. It's like all these dead ends.
So, what are we left with? Aliens or a random attack that left no trace? There's got to be something else.
Well, there's one more theory. It was mentioned in the podcast briefly. What about a medical emergency?
Medical emergency. Like a heart attack
Or maybe something neurological. Sometimes people have episodes, they get confused, disoriented, they wander off, don't even know where they are, who they are.
So you're saying maybe he had some kind of episode, wandered off, and just ended up on that coal pile?
It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time someone traveled a long distance without any memory of how they got there.
Okay, I'm with you so far. But the burns, the shirt, that doesn't really fit with a medical emergency, does it?
Not really, no. And that's the thing about this case. Every time you think you might have an answer, something else just doesn't add up. It's like the more you learn, the less you understand.
It's true. This case, it's like a puzzle with half the pieces missing, and the ones you do have, they're from a different puzzle entirely. You end up with more questions than answers.
Exactly. And that's what makes these kinds of mysteries so fascinating, so intriguing. They remind us that there's still things out there, things we may never fully understand. And maybe that's okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe some mysteries are better left unsolved. But that doesn't mean we can't keep searching for answers, right? Keep asking questions, exploring the possibilities. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll finally unravel the mystery of Zigmund Adamski and that coal pile. But until then, it's going to keep us guessing. So if you have any theories, any insights, we want to hear them. Share your thoughts on our website. Let's get a discussion going. Because sometimes the best way to tackle a mystery is together. Until next time, keep exploring the unknown. And remember, sometimes the most compelling stories are the ones we may never fully understand.